Welcome to the latest episode of Northern Engineers Power Talks. Today I am speaking to Lou Ellis-Frankland, who is CEO of Bradford-based Mansfield Pollard. Welcome. And
Good morning.
can I start by asking you a little bit about your company? If you could tell our listeners just a brief overview of your company and um, also about yourself.
Sure. Mansfield Pollard is a Bradford-based manufacturer. We started in 1866, so we are 160 years old next year. And we manufacture air handling products and acoustic control solutions. So we supply products into the data center market, into healthcare, hospitals, backup power. In essence, sort of keeping server racks cold, specialist air requirements that need to be bacteria free in the healthcare area, and control of noise for backup power and generators. Um, I've been with the business now for almost 8 years. I joined as the sales director in 2017, became managing director not long after, and then bought the company from the family, from Alan Pollard. It will be just over 5 years ago now. So I became CEO and owner of the business and started to put some exciting plans into place when that happened.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the successes you've had so far, some company milestones, perhaps?
Sure. I think for us, it all hinged from putting a 5-year plan in place for the business to grow the business profitably towards the 50 million turnover target. And we're well on our way to that. When you start to put a plan in place and share that across the business, that starts to help everybody within the business understand where they're going. We've had a big focus here on investment, on strategic infrastructure. So moving to our facilities now where we're based for the last sort of 12, 18 months is a huge milestone for us. It's over 300,000 square foot of manufacturing space that gives us this capacity to take the business to the next stage towards the 50 million target. And equally, it's enabled us to invest in our people, spend a lot of time working on our culture. It's something I'm very passionate about, looking after people, and the people look after the business. And we're really seeing that sort of reap rewards now through things like our engagement surveys and staff retention, etc.
And how many staff do you?
We've got 170 staff at the moment. We're continuing to grow. So this year, our year end is end of July. We will finish around the 30 million turnover mark. That'll be up from sort of 22 million last year. So as part of that growth, we're continuing to recruit, to promote within, to bring the right people into the business to make sure that we're all moving in the right direction.
And how do you think the sort of market you work in has changed over the last, say, 5 years?
I think it's evolving all the time. The 5-year mark, I suppose, just as I was buying the business, was 3 weeks before lockdown one. And we had to evolve hugely during that time as a manufacturer. We were key workers supplying into NHS and into data center infrastructure, but the business still had to evolve from, the office side and remote working. So that was a change in how the business operates. And then also market conditions. So being critical to data center infrastructure with the introduction of AI, the changes in technology that ultimately changes the requirements of how that data is stored and how it's cooled. So it's an ever-evolving target for us.
And talking over the last 5 years, how do you see the business developing in the next 5 years?
So it's important that as part of that business plan process, we're 3.5 years into 5 years to do exactly that and start looking at the next 5 years. And that partly revolves not just around scale and size of business. Where do we go beyond 50 million? It's our intention to continue to grow, of course, but looking at the markets we want to operate in. So we are primarily UK at the moment. We're looking at other geographical markets such as the Middle East, looking at our market segments. So yes, data center and healthcare are probably our largest markets, but actually further expansion into backup power, acoustic control, container type work, alongside commercial spaces with new products that have come to the market that mean we're picking rollouts up with supermarkets, with more commercial office space, which are entirely new market segments for Mansfield Pollard. So it's really exciting.
It sounds like it. Is there anything else you'd like to mention before we finish the interview?
Just, we're proud to be a British manufacturer. We're proud to be a
Absolutely.
Bradford-based manufacturer. We've been, based in Bradford for a long time now. We're very supportive of the area, and and the location. 80% of our staff come from a BD postcode. So we just want to make sure that we do our best and keep manufacturing as strong as we can.
What an amazing story. Thank you so much, Lou. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.